Hello friends, I am back today with another cooking video. Today I'm going to be doing my go-to breakfast, which is a sweet potato scramble with some fried eggs on it. So what I'm going to use is this sweet potato, sweet onion. You could do purple onion, but I didn't have one, so I'm not going to use it. But I would prefer the purple onion because I like the caramelization on that a little bit better. And then I'm gonna do some pecorino cheese on it. You could do any cheese you really want. Doesn't really matter. I like queso fresco on it better than pecorino, but I'm gonna go fucking pecorino today. Also, I'm gonna try to make this a little more family friendly so I can actually post it today, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna use seasoned salt on the sweet potatoes. This is basically a seasoning that has salt, paprika, like garlic powder, onion powder, all the good stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. I like a little bit more garlicky, so I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder as well, and then some crushed red pepper, and gonna wilt a bit of spinach in there as well to round it off. So let's get into it. Okay, so to start off, I preheated the oven to 400, and then I'm just gonna slice this sweet potato up, throw it in the oven for like 15 or 20 minutes just to make it like somewhat cooked, like pretty cooked, so that I can just throw it onto the fryer to finish, and it'll be delicious. If you don't pre-cook the sweet potato, it just takes so long on the pan to get it to the right like temperature so that it's fully cooked. So I'm just gonna do this, make it a little easier, step away, do a little bit of a workout for the like 20 minutes that's in the oven, and then I'll be ready to finish up the recipe. So pretty simple. I just cut it in half at first, and then I'm cutting into about like that width. I don't know what that is, like that's gotta be what, 4 inches? I don't know, but yeah, no, probably like a 1/4 inch on the width there. And so yeah, gonna do that, throw it in the oven, and then I'll chop my onion as well. And I'll be back with that onion. Yeah. Actually, before I put the sweet potato in the oven, gonna wanna throw it onto this pan, get a little bit of avocado oil or olive oil, whatever you want. Just put that over. And then I'm also gonna hit it with some salt, and a little bit of pepper just to give it a little bit more flavor. We will like season it again once it's on the pan, but it's better to start now so that start building some layers of flavor. So just do that, mix it all around, get it even on the pan, and then we'll stick it in the oven. Okay, sweet potatoes are in the oven, and while we wait for that and before I hit like 55 push-ups, I'm going to show you how I cut an onion. So I'm gonna start with just giving it a slice down the center, and then we'll cut off this side, not the like whatever stemmy side. Cut off this side, keep the stemmy side intact. So cut those off, each of those, and then peel the first layer off of the onion. There's layers to this. Boom. And then I'm gonna come right here, pause, and just go this way. This way, and about like, leave a little bit of room. You don't wanna cut all the way through to the like stemmy part, but just like as close as you can up to it so that it stays intact. And now that we have those cross sections, we can come through here and just cube them. And it'll be nice and easy, no crying, no pain, as long as you don't cut off your finger, and then it will be perfect. And I'm gonna do that with the other side, and boom. So those will be there ready for us to cook up. And actually, normally I'll go with a double serving, but since I only bought one sweet potato, I'm just gonna go with one. The reason I usually do a double serving is because this keeps really well to make like throughout the week. So I'll make enough for 2 or 3 days, and then I can just fry up the eggs and finish it off. So for today, I'll just keep it to one serving for simplicity. So we're gonna be going with just half of the onion, so the amount that I just cut. Okay, sweet potatoes are done. I put them in 400 for about, couldn't have been what, like 15 minutes? And they're pretty good. This is like what one of them looks like. Just like you can feel kind of they're decently cooked through, but not all the way because we're gonna throw them on this pan. So I'm just gonna hit the pan with some avocado oil, And then throw in the half of the onion that we chopped. And you can also throw in the sweet potatoes. Go ahead and just do that. Okay, nice. Then I'm gonna hit it with some seasoned salt. It's a Lowry seasoned salt. You probably find it at most stores. That is probably a good amount. You can always season more, so just go as you please. Some garlic powder, just a little bit, because there's already garlic powder in the Morton's, or Lowry's, I mean. And some salt. And then just gonna wanna stir that around. Keep that going. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but I'll just show you what it looks like when it's done. And you're just gonna be rotating it around, seasoning as you wish. All right, got some AirPods here because I feel like the sound will be better with AirPods. But yeah, still rotating it around and just moving it so it doesn't burn to the bottom of the pan. While we wait, we hydrate. But also as we wait, I want to talk about why I like this meal. So the carb you get from a sweet potato is just a really healthy carb. The onions are delicious, add good flavor. And then you get 18 grams of protein from the 3 eggs that I'm gonna use. And so it's just like a really good way to start the morning. It keeps you very full so that you don't feel like you're dragging until lunch and then you need to eat like a huge lunch that kind of takes away your afternoon. And it's really easy to make ahead of time and make some extras. As I mentioned earlier, you can just put the extra sweet potato onion mix in your fridge, and then all you have to do is fry the egg in the morning. So pretty good. Yeah, pretty good stuff. I'd say that'll do it. What up, what up? Okay, so the thing that's nice about cooking the sweet potatoes before in the oven, before you put them on the stove, is that now the only thing we need to see and look for before we know that we're done is the translucence of these onions. So now, like, you can see it's like pretty clear looking. That means that they're nice and caramelized. The only thing left to do at this point for the hash part is just add some spinach. I add this because spinach is healthy and like it just wilts down and I don't really notice the taste. So it just adds a good amount of nutrition, iron, what have you. So we'll just let that wilt and then I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, so spinach is all wilted down like me after a cold pool plunge. And so we can take this off of the heat and put it into our plate. Okay, and so now we can do the eggs. There was enough oil I used in the frying part of the potatoes and onion so that I don't have to use any more for the pan for the egg, and it shouldn't be sticky at all. So I'm going to take my 3 eggs and crack them right on. I turned the temperature down to low because eggs have a very low cooking threshold, whatever you want to call it. Like they can cook at a very low temperature. And so cooking low for eggs will help us make them nice and fluffy. And also like control the cook very, oh my goodness, I'm just shelling this out like crazy. Nervous with the camera. Okay, so just put that on there. But the way we're gonna cook this, and I'll show you, makes it like pretty foolproof to get like a perfect cook that I'm looking for. I don't like my my whites to be all runny because I think it's yucky as frick. And so I am going to show you in just a second, as long as I can focus on getting that third one down. Boom, it's down. I'm gonna throw, okay, so I'm gonna throw a little splash of water in there. Boom. Okay, and then cover it with a lid, and then so now it's like sort of how people do poached eggs, kinda, to where the steam is gonna cook the upper part of the egg while the pan cooks the bottom. So we'll still have a runny yolk, but the white part won't be all like icky, yucky. So I'll be back and show you what it looks like. Actually, no. I'll be back and show you what it looks like at the end because I like my eggs this way. Cool. All right. So the eggs are almost done. It's been like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna show you why I believe they're not done. And this is not good because it's letting the steam out, but I wanna show you guys because you guys are looking at my video and I want you to know how to cook it. Like there's just a little bit of this gooiness on it. I don't like that. If you like that, fine, no big deal. I'm just like a little bit of picky when it comes to this fry egg. So I want it to be over medium. And so I'm just gonna give it a little bit more and then we'll finish it off. You know what, pretty good now. And so I'm just gonna loosen these eggs a little bit. Just loosen them up. Use my other freaking thing so that I can make sure that I don't break them. A nice skinny metal one. So I really don't want the yolks to be freaked up. That would ruin the video, huh? And so, boom, there we go. Put it on the freaking plate. Bang, just like that. No problems at all. There's the plate. Gonna hit it with a little bit of this fucking pecorino cheese. How you doing? If you don't like pecorino cheese, got some bad news for you. Your sister's a whore. Okay, and boom. So I'll show you the finished product here. Got that. I'm just gonna show you the gooey. Just break that a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. And that's it. So that's the recipe, pretty simple. I like it a lot. And so hope you do too. Bye-bye. Oh, quick thing. As I'm parking my ass on this slab here, enjoying the fruits of our labor, I did want to mention that this is better, even more bussin' if you put an avocado on the top. But I was at Harris Teeter and the avocado was like $3.50, and so like in this economy, who has the money for that? So I didn't, but I would suggest that. Anyway,